My name is Kristy Pollatz, in case you haven't met me already, but I think I've met everybody already. And we are doing a presentation on Deskercise, and it is not Prancercise, as people have asked me about. But I didn't come up with this name myself. I went on the internet and looked at different things on the internet about sitting for long periods of time, which that can really aggravate the back, can aggravate the neck. It can also encourage weight gain as well. And I know that nobody is wanting to do that, right? So if you look at your paper, it says, did you know that at least 8 out of 10 American workers are desk potatoes? I thought that was really cute, a desk potato. And that is true. I mean, we like to sit. A lot of our jobs in America involve sitting. So that puts a lot of pressure on a lot of things in our body. So if you're wondering what to do throughout your day when you have that extra minute or two, because I'm sure we have at least a minute to use, but we're going to do some exercises that you can do right at your desk, all right? So, or even at home, if you're seated at home or whatever you're doing. So we've got 9 exercises here, and we're going to start with the first one, all right? And it's called the stand up, sit down, fight, 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 right? Or you can pretend you're in church and you're standing and sitting a lot. I had to really search for some chairs because did you notice that a lot of your chairs have wheels on them? Which is okay, because you're probably thinking, well, my chair has wheels on it. How can I do this with a chair with wheels? You can, but you just want to make sure that your chair is pushed up against a wall so it doesn't roll out behind you, right? That would not be a part of the exercise. But what you're going to do is you're just going to simply sit as you are. And if you want to put your paper off to the side or hold on to it, that's up to you. And you're sitting more on the edge of your chair, but not so much that it flips. And we're just going to stand and sit. But the goal is to not use your hands. So a lot of people, when they stand up, they want to do this and lean way forward, and then they use their hands to make sure their chair is there. So I want you to try to do this without your hands, all right? So just naturally, or yeah, you can do that if you want to, this, whatever. So feet are about hip width apart, about as wide as your hips, and you're going to stand up nice and tall, and then you're going to sit back down, all right? Stand up. So the goal is to do this maybe 10 times at a time, however how much time you have to do this. Great. And you can do it in heels. You want to squeeze the butt cheeks together, okay? And when you come down, I call it pinching a dollar bill. Can you do that? Pinch the dollar bill, and down, and then up, and then down. Very good. You guys are pros. Good job. Okay, the next one, the number 2, is called the carpet gazer. So you're going to be looking at the carpet. So you're going to stay seated, and the directions are right here. You're going to extend your legs out, okay? So your heels are on the floor. If you feel uncomfortable, like, slide off your chair, you can just keep one foot out and one foot bent. That's fine too. And all you're going to do is you're going to reach towards your toes, okay? So you're going to reach down towards your toes. Some people can touch their toes, some people cannot, and that's okay. Just reach as far as you can, and you always want to breathe, okay? Never hold your breath, because what sometimes people do is they're like, and they hold their breath the whole time, and then they pass out and roll off to their chair. So you don't want to do that. You just want to come down here. Have you done that before? No. But you're reaching down and you're breathing. And you hold it for about 20 seconds, and you come back up. And you'll find the next time you reach, you can reach a little bit further. The goal is to keep the legs straight. You're stretching out your hamstrings and your lower back, because your lower back gets a lot of work when you're seated. A lot of pressure. Okay, that's the carpet gazer. All right, the next one on your paper is called a half bear hug. So you're in the seated position again, and you're going to bring one knee up to the chest and hold it. Now, I've been advised, and just through different workshops and stuff, is not to put your hands here because it puts extra pressure on your knee. So you'd rather put your hands behind your hamstring and hug it to your chest. And sitting nice and tall. Again, you're stretching the back side. Hold that for about 20 seconds or so, and then you do the other side. Easy, right? You can do that at your desk, right? Both those things. The next one is called the Olympic diver, and I liked it because the Olympics are going on right now, not necessarily the Summer Olympics, but you're going to be seated here, and you're going to be rounding the upper back and reaching forward. So when you round the upper back, your chin comes to your chest, your arms extend, almost like you're going to dive into the water. And you're breathing, and you'd hold that for about 20-30 seconds. And that's stretching out the upper back, your thoracic area right there. So you're kind of stretching, pulling those shoulder blades apart, stretching like that. Okay? Okay, number 5, the almost aerobics reach. I thought this was so funny because in aerobics you see a lot of this kind of stuff, right? So this is almost like that. You want to sit so that both butt cheeks are glued to the chair, because when you reach over with one arm, right or left, doesn't matter, you don't want to lift so or lean over so far that you start lifting butt cheeks off the chair. You want to keep everything planted and just lean over as much as you can. Your hand can be here, or if you want to bring that arm down, you can do that. Good. You'll feel that nice opening on that side. Hold that for about 20 seconds, and then you simply go the other side. Again, not leaning so far in your chair, because more than likely in your office nobody else is around perhaps to catch you. If you fall off your chair, you want to keep everything planted firmly on that chair. So that's opening up your sides. So far, we've done a little bit of the strengthening, right? We've done some stretching for the lower back, the upper back, and now the side, okay? The next one is, I like this name, number 6, the who cares if I'm at work exercise. And you do care that you're at work, but all you're doing is you're just bringing your shoulders up to your ears and down. Shoulders up to your ears and down. And you can let your shoulders just drop down, that's okay. Or if you want to do it more controlled, you can. So that just keeps the neck loose. There's a lot of tension that can create in your neck, talking on the phone or hunching over your computer or whatever. The next one is the freedom search. A freedom search. So you're searching for those good ideas, right? So again, seated, and you can do any of these standing pretty much, with the exception of a few of them, but if you want to get out of your chair and do some of these, you can. But you're going to bring your arms behind you. Now, some people like to clasp their fingers, which is fine, or interlace their fingers, or if you want to grab onto a wrist or a hand, that's okay too. I tend to not do this because I feel like it puts pressure on finger joints, but it's not wrong to do that. And what you're going to do is bring your shoulders back. So you're pinching your shoulder blades together behind you. So if I were to turn, so you're pinching and lifting your arms up. And then you're just looking ahead, and you're holding that there as well. This is an important stretch as well, because if you think about yourself at your desk, you tend to sit like this, and you're looking at your, I find myself doing that all the time, yeah. So this position is really loosening up your thoracic spine, that area. So we're just, and it's tightening up your chest, so we're trying to stretch out that chest and pinch those shoulder blades together. That's a really good one. And then the twist and shout. So now this takes a little bit of explaining to do. It's not hard to do, but what I'd like you to do is cross your right leg. So I'm going to cross my right leg, okay? And then you're going to turn towards that right leg. And you're just turning your shoulders. If you want to grab onto the back of the chair, so you're turning towards the cross leg, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, no, you were right. It's facing that way. These are good. Yeah, towards the cross leg, yeah. Good.
Cracking either way.
Did you hear a crack in your back? So you can grab onto the back of the chair if you have enough mobility in your torso, and if you don't, that's okay. Just kind of stretching out your more of your torso, your obliques, the muscles that help you turn. All right, we got one more, and it's called the happy cheer. You're done, right? Yay! So you do this standing or sitting. It might look a little strange when you see somebody pop up from their cubicle. Yay! You know, but that's basically what you're doing. Is you're reaching up and you're reaching up to the ceiling. Reach up as high as you can. Breathe. And then before I bring my arms down, I usually bring my shoulders down first, and then my arms. Why? And then I do it again. Just because it's, instead of just doing one full fluid motion, you've got shoulders down first, you got that position, and then you've got the rest of your body. And it kind of helps me breathe as well. I breathe in, and I drop, and then I start exhaling as I drop those shoulders. Or you can do this too. Nobody's next to you, or there's nothing on your desk or anything like that. Okay? So just doing, those didn't take very long, and they don't take very long throughout your day. It just gets that blood flowing, and blood is very healing to your body. So you really want to get that blood flowing